What's going on, everybody? David Feldman-Makrias here, and I just wanted to share a funny little anecdote about AI. And it's about AI search engines, and I use Gemini because I'm a Google person. So something kind of funny. I was actually on a team call and asking Gemini about, just a Google Ads question. So I said, hey, what Google Ads rule about spending more than your daily budget, but will even out after 30 days? I talk in not really grammatically sound ways. So it gives me an answer, and I respond, and all this stuff, and it gives me this nice plethora of information. But then I caught something. So this is one of Google's responses. Hey, you've hit on a crucial point that can cause significant confusion and frustration for Google Ads advertisers. Well, the general rule of average daily budget, blah, 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 blah. And then I found this. Each time you change your daily budget, Google essentially re-eval-culates what your potential spend for the rest of the current billing cycle will be. Re-eval-culates. Re-eval-culates. I had to actually look it up. Is re-evaluate a word? No. Re-evaluate is not a word. The correct word is re-evaluates or re-evaluates or recalculates. Google Gemini spelled something wrong. And I don't even think it's just a spelling mistake, because I don't think I've ever caught Gemini doing a spelling mistake. It's almost like an interpretation mistake. Re-eval-culates. Because, there is purposely a C here. Evalu. And there's another L. There's purposely these two other letters. And Google doesn't misspell for an LLM. So I said, Gemini, what the F? This isn't a word? Re-eval-culates? And it said, so I said, hey, Gemini, WTF, this isn't a word? Re-eval-culates? You're absolutely right to call me out on that. My apologies. Re-eval-culates is indeed not a real word. It should be re-evaluates or recalculates. Thanks for catching. I'm always learning. Learning how to spell and what the grammatical language is that we're talking in. That I would not have predicted from an LLM. But that goes to show you that these AI engines are giving us so much information. And we rely upon them. But they're not always right. We take it verbatim. Google said this, it must be right. This is even more so. This is Gemini or ChatGPT, and it's declarative. So, it says this must not always be right. I use Gemini all the time to, write emails and come up with project scopes and responses and different things like that. You can't just do that, though. It's very, very interesting. Right now, we're developing a artificial intelligent way of producing content. But guess what? Using this platform, it does stuff like re-eval-culates. Again, this is its text, re-eval-culates. My hone in, David, anybody watching this may be like, David, who cares, right? Who cares? It's not a big deal. It might be a small little detail, but enough of those small little details are going to matter. And that's why it's really important. So what does this mean? Have it generate stuff for you, but edit it. Watch what it spits out. Do not trust it verbatim. You got to read it. And that's hard for me because I skim things. So you got to reevaluate. You got to re-evaluate your use of artificial intelligent engines. So for any content creators, users of AI, what have you, even with threads upon threads upon threads upon threads, things are going to get mixed up and it's going to be wrong. So sometimes you will find errors. Just be wary of it. Always have that brain saying, is this right? Are we sure? Is that correct? And that's going to go into the advertising space too. So, David Feldman-Makrias here, and we're re-eval-culating our decision on whether or not to make that a real word. No. It actually is a cool word. I like it. Re-eval-culate. Evaluate and calculate. I actually like it. But just wanted to bring you this. Make sure you go about things and you have that sense of, is this right? Thank you.